Greetings, and welcome to another video where I talk about how to go about I would go about surviving various zombie movies. And today, because of a request in the comments, because it's the only thing that got requested, I'm going to be covering 28 Days Later. And it took me a while to get to this because I've never seen the movie, and it took me a while to just find a summary of everything that happened in the movie. So, for starters, as usual, rundown of the zombies. Now, the zombies in this movie are one of the most dangerous of all zombies because they're fast. They make noise which can attract other zombies, and basically they're kind of like normal runner zombies like you would see in Zombieland. Except the worst part of these zombies is a single drop of their blood is enough to infect you, and turn you into a zombie. Just coming in contact with your skin. Which severely puts a damper on my survival methods. Fortunately, though, it's not without hope. Now, as for the plot of the movie, it's mostly zombies versus people. And honestly, as far as dealing with that part, I'd probably just run away like a coward. So, I'm just going to be talking about the zombies then. Now, as for dealing with the zombies normally, there's really only a couple options I can think of. Sorry, just had to grab something off screen for a second. But as far as dealing with the zombies goes, of course, as usual, I'm going to wear my bomber jacket. You guys have seen it. As usual, it's bite-proof. It covers my entire torso, long sleeves, so that it'll cover my entire arms. And if I wear gloves underneath the gloves and put them over the tops of the sleeves, isn't a single gap in it. But not only that, but I was going to show my boots that I'd be wearing, but I can't seem to find them right now. That sucks. But not only would I be so I'm wearing those, but interesting thing is, I'm not gonna be wearing my usual body armor that I wear, to protect me from bites. Because this virus takes a drop of blood in contact with your skin. So I'm gonna be altering what I'm wearing slightly. So I'm gonna cover my face like I usually do. Bandana, something to cover my eyes, maybe goggles, or my homemade gas masks, which will be available in the Backyard Armory, here soon. If you want to order a gas mask along with weapons, armor, survival gear, any of that stuff, Backyard Armory business page is at the link in the description. Yes, it's a Facebook page. Just message the page to order it. Now, back to what I was saying. I'm not wearing my body armor, which is sold at Backyard Armory. Okay, back on topic. Instead, I'm not going to let a single inch of my body exposed. So, I'm wrapping myself in duct tape. And yes, I have duct tape body armor, but I'm actually wrapping my all exposed skin in duct tape. Even if I have to rip all my leg hair out, I am not letting a drop of blood get on me. I wear waterproof boots, cover myself in duct tape so that the water blood can't touch my skin. Don't leave a drop of anything exposed. Constantly have something covering my head, and with duct tape around my neck, maneuverability is gonna go down, but I will be completely covered, pun intended, on the grounds of not getting infected. And a few layers of duct tape is definitely gonna stop a zombie bite. Believe me, that I've made body armor out of duct tape that's able to stop bites from hyper violent dogs. So that's just it for wearing, but as for weapons, this is a lot harder. That's what she said. But okay, so you're gonna want to take zombies out for a distance, so because that's practical. So as usual, my PVC longbow is going to be one of the best things to go with. Hard to get all on screen, but 40-pound pull, and yes, it's for sale at the Backyard Armory. So ranged weapons are the go-to. So either this, or my slingshot. My blowgun and sling I'm not that good with. Also for sale at the Backyard Armory. Yeah, okay, enough with that. But if I do have to choose a melee weapon, I'm gonna have to choose something that'll mitigate blood splatter. So, as much as I don't like having to resort to using these, I think my knife is the way to go. This is my K-bar, very much popularized by the US Marines, but this will go through a skull, and quite frankly, it's the best thing I got as far as mitigating blood splatter. Well, for now at least. Honestly, this is the best I got for mitigating blood splatter as far as melee weapons go. And, of course, since these zombies are fast, I won't be bringing my usual kit. Instead, I'm gonna carry something smaller. Something like this kind of backpack instead. It's going to be it's not going to be as effective as a backpack, and it's going to be more annoying to carry since it doesn't distribute the weight as well, but it's smaller and lighter, which means it will be easier to run in. Honestly, that's it for that. But we'll go with a brief thing for the plot as of talking about how I'd survive as the main character in the beginning. Now, as expected, guy wakes up in the hospital 20 days after the zombie apocalypse starts, and he's the only one in the hospital, somehow. And he somehow survived. And most likely, he's had brain surgery. Honestly, what he did, start collecting supplies immediately. Good idea. Although, if I were him, I wouldn't immediately go for the Pepsi. You see, not only does your brain not register liquid calories, but 28 days after eating, you see, you can't just go for sugar immediately. Your body will not respond well to it. So instead, go for stuff, you're going to want stuff like water, maybe even coconut water. And of course, you're going to want vitamin stuff to add to the water to actually help regain some nutrients in your body before it slowly move back into solid foods. You see, by doing this, you'll be able to survive. There was a magician, I can't really remember what his name was. I think it's Jeff Blaine or something like that, but he did a magic trick where he went 41 days without eating food. And then after surviving that, he almost died because they immediately fed him, which almost killed him because he immediately ate after going 41 days without food. Not a good idea. So, honestly, he would have died within a few days of the movie starting. Although, I will say this, the easiest way for this movie to actually, not to survive this movie, have competent scientists. Or, make people actually listen when people are, telling them that releasing a monkey from a lab is probably going to end the human race. Quite frankly, people are idiots. So, that's really it for 28 Days Later. Although I will say this, surviving this, actually, you know what? No, that's really it for 28 Days Later. Mostly because I don't know much about living in Britain. So, as usual, if you want to request a zombie movie for me to cover, comment section down below. And like this video if you want to see more of these. The more people who like this, more likely I am to do another one of these faster. And as usual, if you want to buy, weapons, armor, survival gear to help you get ready for when the zombies do come, link in the description to my business page. It is, and yes, it's a Facebook page. If you want to order stuff from me, send a message to the business page. We have plenty of pictures with the prices of most of our items on the page. Just look through it, find something you want, and then message us to order it. And we do have some items like our shurikens or our shin guards, which also make pretty good bracers, or the war club, which currently aren't on the page yet. That's just because having some trouble getting those on the page. But on that note, check out the business, and thank you all very much for watching. This is Random Man signing off.